Hey everybody, welcome back to another Slime Fun filled episode with your host Boomer, and today we are going to drop the bomb. We're going to let the cat out of the bag. We're going to party this thing open because that block right there, I'm willing to bet that on almost every Slime Fun server, very few people know this block exists. It's part of the basic machines, or the advanced machines. I'm sorry, I believe it's the advanced machines. Let's go back up here. You ready for this? It's called the Quarry. Yeah, advanced powered machines. There we go. The basic Quarry. Remember I did the industrial miner a number of episodes back, and that actually truly pulls the ores out of the earth? Well, this sucker, if you look here in the middle, this is what it can pull out of each attempt. And guess what? It doesn't pull them out of the earth. They stay down there. Meaning it simply manufactures these out of the air, just like geomining pulls ore chunks out of the air. And from what I can tell, it's an endless supply. In other words, this is really OP. And I can see why most server owners would not allow this. So if you look about every, I'm going to say 2/3 of a second, maybe 3/4 of a second, it pulls another item out of the ground. You'll see it's cobblestone, iron and gold ore, diamonds, lapis, redstone, and emeralds. This has been running on my base for about 12 hours. And I'll show you in a little bit the results of what I've got. We move the wither killer over here. We're bringing coal and gold ore directly up here into two different furnaces. I can probably get away with one now, but I had two set up. Cobble and iron from here are actually going right into a trash can right now. I have so much iron, it's insane. It's totally insane. And some of you might be thinking, well, isn't this kind of cheating in OP? Well, no, it's not cheating. It's part of the game. But for anybody who knows anything about what we're facing ahead, and I know a couple of viewers have commented about the infinity stuff that we're going to get to, we may need well more than one of these. That's for sure. So what I've already done to try to save space and time is I went through and added, I was debating back and forth between the automatic crafting chamber for vanilla items, yes, that's new, that's in here, or the electric press. And when you put them side by side, the automatic crafting chamber requires a blistering ingot and cargo motors. The electric press is real simple. It's 2 pistons, a motor, a medium capacitor, and 3 Damascus ingots. No brainer cost-wise, they are so much cheaper. So we installed 4 presses. We've got our diamond press making blocks. We've got our emerald press making us some blocks. Same thing with redstone. And finally, lapis. And finally, lapis. All right, maybe lapis is out at lunch. Anyways, we started with these all not being blocks. I actually went back just a few minutes ago and added these in and crafted everything. So let's start with the emeralds. We have about 165 emerald blocks. Good start. About 162 diamond blocks. 630 redstone blocks. Ready for this? 658 lapis blocks. Now, that sounds like a lot. We do need the redstone blocks and the lapis blocks. Redstone goes to 2 different things. The advanced circuit boards and the redstone alloy ingot. The lapis, it's 6 blocks per advanced circuit board. Not to mention the singularities and all the stuff with the infinity. So if you're playing on a server or your own private server and you've got the infinity stuff in the game, you know that we are not even close to being ready to start tackling some of that stuff. Now, adding in all of this, adding in the quarry, and this, by the way, this is the basic quarry. Just to show you, and guys, this is not cheap to craft either. This one on a scale of 1 to 10 is way up there. Mag steels aren't bad. A carbonato capacitor, so you get 4 carbonatos, iron picks, no big deal. A geominer. Well, look what the geominer's got. A couple of redstone alloy. An oil pump, another capacitor. Oil pump, again, another capacitor, some steel, motor. Let's talk about the more advanced ones. This is at 1 time speed, and look at the power that it chews. Well, then we go to the advanced quarry. 2 times speed, but 4 times the power. But this one can also mine nether ores. So I'm wondering if I don't stick this one in a nether. But the only nether ore I can think of, and I don't really know that it's ore if this picks it up or not, would be netherite. Honestly, I have not played with netherite yet in vanilla. The survival server I play on is still in 1.15.2. Hopefully we're going to be upgrading to 1.16 soon. So I haven't really, even in just creative, I've barely even touched it. So I don't know yet if this is capable of pulling netherite. I don't see it in a list. But you can see it's going to pull double the amount with each one of those. 2 machine plates are going to get pretty costly, and machine core going to be kind of costly. And then an energized capacitor. So we're talking some serious cost to make the advance. Oh, and then we have a void quarry. Look at this. 46. It can pull 46 lapis at once. Void ingots. Void capacitors. Oh, and we're still not at the highest capable one yet. Infinity. Look at the madness. Zinc, copper, magnesium, and gold ingots right out of the bat. A stack of nether quartz. Look at this. Oh, there's another page. Look at this. This is crazy. Oh, 24 karat gold. Oh, wait a minute. Netherite ingots. So we can, with an infinity quarry, pull out netherite ingots. So there is one other thing that I do want to touch on, and it's going to have to do with iron. There's a way, if I remember right, where we can turn iron blocks into reinforced alloy ingots. And I've got to look at this again to see if I can remember where that is. I just remembered it. There's a machine, and I believe it's in a sensible toolbox if I can ever get back up to it. Machine. Let's see. Which one was it? I think it's up here. That's 33 million storage items, which is pretty awesome. The auto builder looks pretty interesting. No, it's not that. All right, well, I'm going to have to look it up. I know there's one. No, that's not it. Somewhere in here, there's the option where I can take, I'm almost positive it's 32 iron blocks, and it can turn into 32 reinforced ingots. I'll look for that, and we'll talk about that later. But right now, we're looking at this, and then we're also looking to upgrade some of these storage units beyond 6,400 items. I don't know how many massively big builds we're going to have in this series, because we are focusing more on Slimefun than we are on survival type builds. But there are a number of items, including the 4 blocks that you see in front of me, that do need to be expanded beyond 6,400 for reasons down the road. So some of these will get upgraded to the advanced storage, some will get upgraded to the reinforced. But I got a hunch that the majority of these, like these, will definitely get upgraded to the advanced for sure, carbon and compressed carbon. All 4 of these will get advanced for sure, possibly reinforced. And let's see, 6,400 sand and glass is probably enough of each for now. We're going to set up the sandstone farm as well. Yeah, that's probably it for the moment. And maybe the iron ingots might go up beyond the basic fluffy one as well. We might go to the medium for those. But I did notice one problem though. With that, all that extra power being drawn, I did sneak up here and I noticed something. We're a little short on power again. So some items have stopped running. So when I came up here, I was down about 4K. So I'm going to try to build 2 more nuclear power plants because we know we have some more machines coming online. The smelteries are still level 1. The ingot factories are still level 2. And we're going to add more automatic crafting chambers. So I don't know if 1 nuclear power plant is going to be enough. I may have to add 2. The other thing we have to get automated now also is those air cartridges. I've been making a manual for a while, and we can't do that anymore. We've got to upgrade. I hit 1/4 of a degree up Fahrenheit earlier and got it back down, I think, to 0.14 or 1.3, and now it's back up to 0.19. So I am getting a little concerned about climate change. I think we're going to add that, but give me a minute. I want to find that item that can let us transfer some resources into others, and we'll come back and talk about it. So it was actually in the section that we're playing in right now, the advanced powered machines. And there's a number of them in here that I think this is where we were going to start putting our focus over the next couple of episodes. The virtual farms. There's the basic virtual farm. There's an advanced virtual farm. So this one can do crops. It can do all the basic stuff that villagers can do at a much faster rate. Now, as far as the cost and the speed it does it, hardened glass isn't bad. Magnesium, so now we've got to start talking about magnesium singularity, so it means we need a singularity constructor, and we'll show that in a minute. It's a little bit expensive to craft it, but all of these farms can be done. So realistically, yeah, we wouldn't need a beetroot farm, but we can use carrot, potato, wheat, pumpkin, sugarcane, melon, probably cocoa beans, probably not, cactus, probably not, bamboo, maybe, netherwort, probably, chorus fruit, maybe. So we might build 8 or 10 of these, but again, it's going to be expensive. The tree grower, there's a basic, and then there's this version, which is the advanced, which give it a sapling, and it makes trees over and over and over and over. And it does it at 5 times the speed of the basic. We do need to make the basic ones first. Advanced cobble generator, 4 times faster than a 5 that we have running right now. And I think there's even one that's faster than this. The obsidian generator, we actually do need to start working on this at some point, but I know there's a better obsidian generator than this, so we'll look at that one instead, most likely. The Stoneworks factory takes cobblestone into different materials. So if there's something in here that we want, we could probably switch. It's probably cheaper just to do it, with the machines we already have in place on that one. There's the basic quarry, advanced quarry, the void quarry. The hydro generators we'll talk more about. But the one that I wanted to talk about specifically is a resource synthesizer. Resource synthesizer. 1,000,000 joules per use. So that means we're going to need serious power generation, something that can generate, because there's no, look, there's no capacitor, there's no buffer. How long is it going to take to store up 1,000,000 joules? But here's the beauty of this thing. 1 iron singularity gives us 32 reinforced alloy ingots. What's an iron singularity? 9 stacks of iron. I have a chest and a half of iron blocks. I have 17,000 ingots at the end of this room. So we have to make a singularity constructor, and we have to make a resource synthesizer, and something that can help us power 1,000,000 joules. Because if I were to put it in this network right now, it's going to take days. Even by adding 2 nuclear power plants. If those 2 went full bore just into this, it would probably take 16, 17 hours would be my guess. If I'm doing it, and I very well could be doing the math wrong. Maybe it's not that long. 2 nuclear power plants, 1,000 joules per second. It'd probably take about 17 minutes to run one of those, which is still better than what it takes right now to get that many built up, but we're going to build something a little bit more powerful down the road. We also need to get started on the void resources too. So the singularity constructor, mag steel, no big deal. Machine circuits, no big deal, but you got a machine core, 2 machine plates, and a carbon press 3. So we're talking about machines now that on a scale of 1 to 10, without the void and the infinity stuff, are probably 8s and 9s. Voids and infinities, we're going to just rank that scale up to a scale of 10 to 100, meaning anything above 10 is very expensive and hard to craft to begin with. So I think we're going to wrap this up there. Now that we've kind of talked about our plans, really there's 7 or 8 things we're looking at. I'm going to have to create a couple nuclear reactors short term just to give us power. Then we're going to have to do the resource synthesizer. We're going to have to look at the other creator of the reason. I forgot the singularity constructor. The void. Oh, I forget the void thing. It's the one that lets us start getting void bits. The void resource harvester, I think it is. There's a lot. And we're just now starting to get into some of the big boy stuff. Voids and infinities and some of the advanced machines. So we have a long way to go. I also want to start talking about light expansion. I want to also look into some of the newer stuff that's in here that we haven't touched yet. Oh, and by the way, we still have got to find a way to the end. So we've got a long, long way to go. No, it wasn't Claytech. What was it? Well, definitely some of the infinity stuff. But anyways, we've got enough to keep us busy for a while. So I want to thank you for watching. I thank you for your comments and feedback. I look forward to further adventures together. But as always, when we're playing Minecraft, you've got to go boomer or you got to go home. We'll see you later.